or 14th May, Sonne Finance was hacked for $20 million for well-known vulnerability in compound v2 forks. And more importantly, it was hacked because of the preventive measures that the protocol did to prevent such an attack. But before digging into that, I'm Delirious. I'm Web3 security researcher doing private audits, team audits, and for last few months being a part of Duplicate team, where I do competitive audits and other kinds of audits with my friend Sorry Not Sorry. And in this episode, I will show you how not to perform governance actions. So at the beginning, a few words about Sonne. It's compound v2 fork, which is deployed on base and optimism chains. It uses a governance to perform actions as, for example, adding new markets. Compound v2 has this vulnerability that if you are able to make one of the markets empty, there's a precision loss issue that makes you withdraw more money that you put in. If you want to know the details of Compound v2 and how the attack exactly works, I already covered that in one of the previous videos about Onyx hack. It will be added somewhere into the description of this video. So if you don't know about this attack, please check this video out first. Each time that you are adding a new market to Compound v2, you have to make sure that it's not empty. You have to initialize it with some funds, put some collateral there to make sure that you cannot drive the amount of funds that the protocol has to zero in this specific market. Sonne knew exactly about that. So what they did, they scheduled multiple actions from the governance, from the time lock contract. And there are three main things that they were doing. First, add new market to the protocol. This is cool, understandable. Second, add initial user funds to prevent share inflation attack. And third one, open market for use. So only after you deploy a new market, add it to the protocol, put some funds inside, then you can open it for others to use. Otherwise, people can exploit that. So far, so good. But the problem was, you can see it here on your screen. This is screen from Daniel von Farge analysis. They use Gnosis Safe multisig proxy as admin for their time lock, and time lock controller scheduled multiple actions. However, the actions were atomic. So this is the first part of the problem. If you don't know how time lock controller works, it's a smart contract that allows you to perform any action. However, the action can be first has to be scheduled, and only after defined time passes, then you can execute that. They scheduled multiple actions to be executed later, and in their time lock controller, they allowed everyone to execute such an action. And this is the problem here, because you have this free atomic functions added. First action is add new market, second action is add funds, and third is open market for use. So because they're atomic, they can be executed in any order. So what attacker did, after the time passed, they executed the first action, then they executed the third action before adding initial user funds. So now we have the situation when we have empty pool and we can execute this shares inflation attack. So now we are putting 2 shares, and then due to the rounding, we are getting everything that is in the pool, by repaying less than before. And you can and the attacker just took all the money from the protocol just before that. So this is very unfortunate. And the question is, what can we do to make sure that such events don't happen in the future? Actually, Daniel von Farch did a great summary of that and added great recommendation what to do. And basically, the recommendation here is that instead of using schedule, if you want to perform multiple actions in specific order, first of all, if this is only a trusted party that can schedule such action, you should consider that only the same party should be able to then execute it. And secondly, if you have multiple actions that have to be executed in specific order, you should, and you are using time lock controller, which many of multisigs do use schedule batch, because in this case, you can either execute all operations in specific order or nothing will be executed. So this could prevent this attack and we would not see the 20 million loss. That's all concerning this hack. I hope you liked it and see you in the next one.